In the metals quadrant, the rally resumes in the June gold futures contract after a one-session drop of 0.6%. Gold resumed its price rally, not quite achieving a new intraday all-time high, but getting close and in fact hitting a new all-time high closing price. The high today was up about 1.4%, 23.8110 was the high, and we closed up a little bit more than 1.33%, reaching a new all-time closing high. The low today, 23.4310, that was down a little bit more than 0.25%. On a weekly basis, gold is up 1.5%, and it's working on its sixth week of higher prices in the last 8. The ECB had an interest rate meeting today, and that affects gold. It was more dovish than the Fed was, at least the implications of the CPI on the Fed. They left rates unchanged, but they may have signaled a June rate cut. The statement in the press conference seemed to be preparing the market for a June rate cut. And the key statement was, and I'm paraphrasing this is not a direct quote, that if their confidence continues to improve as it has been, that they're moving toward their 2% inflation target, it would be appropriate to cut rates. On top of that, 3 members of the committee were prepared to cut rates today, which obviously didn't happen, but that shows you how much closer they may be to a rate cut, at least at this point, than the FOMC is. Also, U.S. Treasury yields stabilized close to yesterday's closing level. 2-year down 1, 10-year up 2, but still within that range. So we didn't see a lot of movement of yields, but you could tell by yesterday's price movement how sort of muted it was to the downside, that gold may have other factors like geopolitics, for example, causing a tailwind. There are some hot spots and there may be some more developing, so we'll keep an eye on that as we go into the next few trading days.